Welcome to another episode of the Jones Underground YouTube channel. I'm your host, Mr. Jones. We've been doing a few videos. Want to make sure that we are giving you what we need on this content. Um, but today we're going to show you a keyboard that I picked up for free. It is a Yamaha YPG 88. Kind of bring you over there. Bam. I'm going to play a few sounds from it. Once again, this is a free keyboard. So it's kind of letting you know that number one, if you're just getting into music or if you are a musician and you're going through a struggle, pocketbook is kind of light or wallet is kind of light, um, it's some deals to be had on Facebook. 50, $60, get you one of these guys and you know, it gives you something to practice on. All of us can't get the Nord stage. All of us can't get whatever new keyboard, the Rolling Phantoms and whatever else out there. So we have to make do with what we can get our hands on. And if you can come up with like $50 to $100, you can get something like this. And what it does is it gets you playing. It gets you practicing. And if you need, to run sounds, and once again, if you got a computer, it's a ton of sounds you can get on the computer for free. Spitfire Labs, all these different sound libraries for free. But if you like playing on a keyboard and you want to work with different sound samples from a keyboard, this keyboard, as old as it is, still has some sounds on it. You can still do some things with it. So I'm going to play a few sounds from it. Like I say, this keyboard has a few issues. Speakers quality ain't the best because it's been beat up. A few of the keys at the higher register don't work. So you got to, I think nothing past the last D is working. But once again, it's nothing that a trip to the local keyboard repair shop, if you got 60, $70, they may be able to fix it. And then, once again, it's a free keyboard. So if you're only missing like the last 6 or 7 keys on here, and only the 6, 7 white keys at the very top, there's a lot of playing to be had on the other 73 keys on this thing. And that's my point. It gets you playing. It gets you working on music. It gets you moving in your craft. And so that's my point. If you ain't got all the money, if you just want to learn how to play, or if you've always wanted to be a musician, or once again, if you're a musician at church and you don't have a keyboard to practice on, here you go. So I'm going to play a few sounds and I'll be back a little later. once again, so free keyboard. Screen is broke. So, but luckily I remember I could look on the keyboard and see where the sounds are at, and then I remember where it was at because I had a DGX where the screen was only half broke, so I knew where the sounds were anyway. But even if you're just playing around with sounds in the 300s, 400s, I mean, the thing literally has like closing in on 500 sounds, 600 sounds on there, a drum kit on there. So if you really just want to basically do bootleg sample packs or whatever else, as long as you know how to play, I mean, it sounds really good for a keyboard that I really didn't pay for. So, I mean, $50, that's me and my wife can eat that up at Denny's or something like that, or $50. I mean, that's gas. That's a tank of gas in your truck. Not a car payment, which is honestly my RD is not. It's not a car payment, but it was pretty. It's the most expensive board I ever had, which tells you that I've been playing in churches that have for 12 years, and I I don't have a Chord Kronos. I don't have a Yamaha Montage. I don't have a Motif XF8 laying around nowhere. Now, if I wanted one, I could, a year, maybe 6 months, put up the cash to go get one. But if I was gigging like that, if I was out there like that, then yeah. But I don't need a Nord stage or a, I don't need a Yamaha Mod X to come home and practice. Like if I'm really making money producing like that, then yeah, I need something. I need a workstation at home. But 90% of what I do production wise, especially working with different artists in the city, the Triton handles it. Or the RD right now is handling a lot of the live stuff, and it's a easier board to play with live and that type of stuff. And it's not a 1,200, it's not a $1,500 or $2,000 keyboard. RDs are going for, you can get the RDO8 for less than $1,000 now. You can get a Yamaha CK88 or one of those keyboards you can play live with for less than 1,500. So I mean, you can get some keyboards in the mid range, but when we're talking about what I'm just playing on, this keyboard is it's a free keyboard. You can find these DGXs, these old DGXs and YPGs. You can find them for less than $100 all day long. And this one I picked up for free because it was beat up, but I'm not using the speakers. I'm running it into an interface. I'm running it out on the amplifier. So I don't, or in the headphones. I don't need, I don't need it to be what everybody else needs. And for a keyboard that at worst I may practice with it, I may rehearse with it, this keyboard will forever be in my house somewhere in the basement or in the back room that I play on for fun. Or I may hook up the laptop to it to get the horn sounds and sample them off of there, or a few cool sounds that it has. I don't, once again, if you just need something to get you playing, or if your kid's interested in playing and they just need something to play on and you don't have the money to go buy them a $600 or $700 digital piano, get them one of these. If they play you and don't want to play no more, you didn't lose any money for real. Because kids will do that. I want to play. I want to be Pharrell Williams. I want to be Kirk Franklin. Then they get to really seeing the work that goes into something and they stop. So this will save a lot of parents a lot of money. Just get on Facebook Live, get you one of these old Yamahas, PSR3. That's a PSR 273, one of those old ones. They will save you some money. Get you $100 budget. And then when they, show you a year's worth of work, at least 6 months worth of work, then you go get them the Roland FP, or you go get them a Yamaha, whatever digital piano. Yamaha has a digital piano that's been out for years. You can go get them one of those big dogs or a Casio Privet. You can get them something like that when they really show you that, they worth putting the $600 or $700 investment in what they're trying to do. So I hope this helps someone, hopefully a parent like, my age where you're like, oh, I want to teach my kids some music. I want to inspire them to be great. Yeah, show me what you're going to do with this cheap keyboard before I spend all this money on buying you something real. Well, that's the episode tonight. If this helps you out or anything, leave a comment, and we'll see you again next time.